Am I the asshole for refusing to let my sister's kids stay with me after she passed away? This one's kind of sad.
Ouch.
I, 34 female, recently lost my sister, 41 female, to cancer. It was devastating, and I'm still processing the grief. My sister was a single mom to 3 kids. Jake, 14 male, Emma, 12 female, and Lily, 8 female. In her will, she named me as the guardian for her children. Here's when things get complicated. I've never wanted kids of my own. I love my nieces and nephews, but I've always been the fun aunt who takes them out for ice cream or the movies. I never had to be responsible for major decisions about their lives. I have a demanding career as a corporate lawyer, often working 60 plus hours a week. I live in a small 1-bedroom apartment in the city, which is perfect for me, but definitely not suitable for 3 growing kids. My lifestyle involves a lot of travel and late nights at the office. I'm also in a relatively new relationship, 10 months, with my loving boyfriend, who's child-free by choice just like me. When my sister first told me about her decision to name me as guardian, I expressed my concerns. I told her that I couldn't take on that role because I didn't think that my boyfriend, job, and lifestyle would survive it. She assured me that she was just thinking of options as a precaution and that she was sure she'd beat the cancer. I didn't press the issue because I thought/hoped she would beat the cancer, and also because I wanted to remain optimistic. We never really had another serious conversation about it. Now that she's gone, I've told my family that I don't think I can take the kids. I've suggested that our parents, mid-60s, retired, take them instead, or possibly our older brother, 40 male, who has 2 kids of their own and lives in a large house in the suburbs. My family is furious with me. They say I'm selfish and that I'm abandoning the kids when they need someone the most. They argue that it was my sister's dying wish for me to raise her children and that I'm pissing all over her memory by refusing. My parents say they're too old to be raising young kids again, and my brother claims he can't afford 3 more children. The kids themselves are understandably upset and confused. Jake, the oldest, overheard our conversation among my family members and then Skyped me, visibly upset, saying that I'm abandoning them when their dad did. He left when Lily was a baby. I feel absolutely terrible about the whole situation. I love my nieces and nephews and I want what's best for them, but I honestly don't think I'm equipped to raise 3 kids. I'm also dealing with my own grief, and I'm worried that if I take them in, I'll end up resenting them or not giving the care or attention that they deserve. I've offered to contribute significantly, financially, to take their care, whoever ends up taking them in. I've also said I'd still be involved in their lives as their aunt, but I just don't think I can be their full-time guardian. My brother told me my life has changed and that I need to embrace it. I feel trapped with no way out, and most of my days are spent crying. Am I the asshole?
No. That's not fair to you. That is not fair to you. And I'm trying to stop swearing, but like, fuck all of them for putting this on her.
Yeah.
That she's abandoning them. Like, you're abandoning them. You're not willing to take care of them.
Exactly.
Like, you're abandoning them. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, like, don't just put this all on me. If you're not willing to, then you are equally abandoning them too.
Exactly. Why is it all on her?
Yeah, it shouldn't be all on her. Especially, like, I think the brother is most equipped. You just said that you can't afford it. Okay, well, I'll pay so you can afford it. But you're equipped to be a parent. I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. And this kind of hits home because we literally were just talking about this with Madison.
Yeah.
And it's a conversation that needs to be had. But she decided that because we don't want kids and Kat doesn't want kids and her brother-in-law does want kids, that they will be the legal guardians. But we did obviously say, like, if worse comes to worse, like, we will definitely take them in. And I think it's different because we don't have such demanding jobs the same.
Yeah, like, she's a
way.
corporate lawyer.
Yeah.
Like 60 hours a week. Like, that's a high demand job. If I had that job, there's no way I would be like, yeah, give me your kid after you die. Like, it's very difficult. But yeah, I mean, in this position, I would absolutely be there to do anything that I can, anything that needs to be done.
But it's also fair to say no. Like, OP
it is fair to say no.
Like
Like she said, she wants what's best for the children. It's she's smart enough to be aware that she is perhaps not the best equipped.
Yeah, exactly. And that's probably better for the children.
Exactly.
Like, you're not just saying, okay, yes, I'll take this on. And then a couple months down the line, you end up resenting them and not giving them the care that they need. And then it just fucks them up growing up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it can just be worse for them.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, they can come from a better equipped home.
Yeah.
Like your parents or your brother. So, yeah, this one was really tough.
Heartbreaker.
Yeah. Top comment. Not the asshole, but your brother and parents are also abandoning them too. This isn't solely on you. They ain't even trying to come up with a compromise. You have offered to help with finances, so your brother's reasons have now been met. Also, your parents could take them every other weekend. You're a lawyer. Make the argument. Your brother is the best candidate. You won't pass a social services inspection and checks. Play on that.
That's yeah, exactly. Like, they're going to end up in a, like, I have a 1-bedroom apartment. I don't even have a house to house them in immediately. So social services is going to come and they're going to say, no, it actually does. I don't think it matters that her will said they have to go to her.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah. But if social services, like, regardless, they still have to go through social services checks. Like, they don't just go, oh, the will said, here you go. We're not going to check in on you. Like, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but even if you say it goes to that person in the will, social services, blah, 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 they come in and they have to make sure that that's an appropriate place for them to go. Yeah, it was your sister's desire, but that doesn't mean that they will approve it. Not 100%. I don't know. But you live in a 1-bedroom apartment, you work 60 hours a week, social services is going to be like, you are not equipped to handle 3 kids.
Exactly. All right. Update. Thank you all for your comments over the past 9 or so hours. It has been an emotional roller coaster, and I'm definitely all cried out at the moment. It's amazing to see in personal chats and in posts how supportive people can be, and how others seem to relish kicking you when you're at your lowest. On balance, I'm glad I posted. I experienced a compressed crash course in re-exploring all options and the pros and cons of many of them, including some I hadn't considered. 2 points I had to repeatedly explain, so I will make them here. 1. My sister named me in her will as the guardian before she spoke with me. I told her I couldn't do it for a list of reasons, but never verified that she changed her will. That's on me, but I was clear with her. 2. The kid's father is not an option for anything. For reasons I can't get into on here, no person or court would ever place children with him. 3rd, my boyfriend was with me last night as we read through the posts and I responded. Early this morning, I told him I had made a decision about what to do. He told me he already knew what it would be. We will be parting amicably, and he has offered me support over the next few weeks, and hopefully beyond. I will forever be grateful for his emotional support over the past many hours now, and will always treasure our nearly year together. We both agree trying to stay together is not compatible with what I must do, for many reasons. We're both sad about it, but I think it's fair to say it's too early for either of us to have fully processed this decision yet. I have decided that I will adopt the kids. I will spend the next few days making sure I'm in the right headspace to give it my all. I can sacrifice a lot and can be quite successful when I'm all in on a goal. My new goal is making sure that the kids feel loved and have the brightest future I can provide. This will require me moving and finding a new job that will let me earn enough to provide for them, but with hours that I can raise them as a single mom. The other decision I made, and is non-negotiable, is that when I inform my parents and brother I will take my sister's kids, it is on the condition that I never hear from them again. Threatening to disown me so they can go on travel vacations is beyond the pale, and I have to salvage some self-respect while giving up everything, or I won't be able to put it off. I know you'll say the kids need a relationship with their grandparents. You don't need to tell me I am the asshole for this. I already know it. But it's what I need to survive and put this off, and I genuinely think this sacrifice is less for the kids than almost any other option. I promised I would give my life to these kids and have long supported my sister and them financially, even while drowning in a sea of student debt. It's not the path I planned, but I will make this work, and they will have a loving home and be able to stay together. I wasn't expecting that.
What? So like the brother and grandparents basically said, if you don't take them, we're gonna cut you from our life.
I guess so. I don't think she
Like,
made that clear in the first
all right,
post,
I'll
but
one up you. I'll take them and cut you still.
yeah,
I would. That's what I would. Exactly what I would do.
exactly. Holy shit.
Or just continue to not take them.
Oh my god, I didn't expect her to take them actually.
I didn't think so. I don't think she should have to.
That's really sad. There's a second update. It's a shorter one. Unfortunately, a horde of trolls seem to have hijacked this thread. I assume my story was cross-posted somewhere immature. Thank you for the thousands of Redditors who responded prior to that. I derived value from your advice and comments, even the brutal ones. For the record, my story is not a script from any movie. I gave the kids fake names to be able to refer to them. I used the term Skype as a generic term for video chatting, just like I use Coke for most colas, sodas. I'm sure there are many others who do the same. None of this negates the truth of my story. Yeah. Well, I saw another comment that said this sounded like a plot of a movie, like a new movie coming out.
Oh yeah, I mean, I thought of that when we were talking too, but I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, this sister dies and you're forced to take 3 kids and you don't want them, and then you do, and then it becomes a happy, beautiful family. I'm like, this is a movie plot.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, this is probably someone's real life.
So. Yeah, I'm sure this is reality to a lot of people, actually.
Yeah. People die. People have kids. People's kids are left with their family members. So, like, that's just the reality of life.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. I wish her all the best. And I'm sure if she sets her mind to it, like she said, like, she will have that goal, and I hope she'll be successful.
I feel like she will be. I feel like all lawyers, you have to, like, have that that willpower to make things happen.
She has a good head on her shoulders.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.